Thank you, Mr. President. Our universities are public institutions of great importance to our state's economy. Tertiary education is vital. It is our fourth largest export after iron ore, coal and natural gas, and it has been amongst the hardest hit sectors of the New South Wales economy during the COVID-19 crisis. Thousands of casual and fixed-term contract workers have already lost their jobs, and up to 1 in 5 jobs are at risk at campuses across New South Wales. Despite this, the Berejiklian government has continued to disregard the magnitude of the crisis. Sadly, for university workers across our state, without crucial support, there has been a devastation of the sector. The following demonstrates a portion of that devastation. University of New South Wales has stated 493 full-time jobs will be cut. It faces a $370 million financial gap in 2021. UTS faces a revenue shortfall of $200 million and expects up to 500 jobs to be cut. CSU, with 32% international students, is looking at a loss of approximately $80 million. Reportedly, 220 jobs will be axed over the next 2 years. SCU projects a shortfall of $38 million and is reportedly axing an approximate 100 jobs. 71 voluntary redundancies have already occurred. UNE announced a plan to cut annual costs by $20 million, with staff costs to be cut by about 12% to 15%, which would see up to 210 jobs cut. Macquarie University announced $120 million in staff cuts. The National Tertiary Education Union has said the University of Sydney is considering staff budget cuts of up to 30%. The NTE, that's the National Tertiary Education Union, and Labor's Shadow Minister for Tertiary Education, Clayton Barr, have been urging both the Berejiklian and Morrison governments to take action on helping universities and save jobs. Without sufficient intervention from the Liberal and National governments, we have seen university workers being left behind. University workers and their families are not the only people in our state who are impacted by the lack of action from the Liberals and Nationals. Universities directly employ thousands of people in both metropolitan and regional areas, and as a result, they directly support thousands more workers and businesses. This will have a particularly severe effect on regional areas such as Lismore, Armidale, Wagga Wagga, Bathurst and Orange, as they depend upon staff and students to be living, working and spending money in their regions. Sadly, local small businesses that depend on universities will be devastated if more jobs are lost, as many people could be forced to leave their towns and others will have less money in their pockets to spend. Labor's fundamental concern is saving thousands of jobs and livelihoods. These cuts are impacting the ability for people to pay their bills, mortgages, rent and purchase essentials for their families. We must not turn our backs on these communities. The Berejiklian government must develop a survival package that will guarantee that jobs are saved. The Victorian government demonstrated its support for university workers and the communities that rely on universities by establishing a $460 million rescue package. This is in stark contrast to the New South Wales government's inadequate package of a general deferral of payroll tax and $36 million of research funding. Universities will play an essential role in our economic recovery. More needs to be done in New South Wales to ensure we are protecting jobs that are crucial to our economy. Labor is calling for all measures to be put on the table, including extra funds for universities and further research funding. Both Labor's Shadow Treasurer Walter Cord and Shadow Minister Clayton Barr have also called on the Morrison government to extend its JobKeeper program to public universities. A number of private universities, such as University of Notre Dame, Bond University, Torrens University and the University of Divinity, were granted an exemption to the existing JobKeeper rules. The Premier should demand that the Morrison government provide adequate funding to our universities and that JobKeeper be extended to public universities. The Berejiklian government must step in and do everything within its capacity to ensure that no jobs are lost from our vital public institutions.